What's going on, everybody? Lambo here, and today we're going to be talking about how I sold my house and now I live in this really crappy bust, and I bought a iron mine and a uranium mine. We're going to be going up to the newest update to the Miner's Delight pack, where you can make uranium and metal and all sorts of other stuff. To start this off, I'll show you where to buy it in the store. You'll go to my little tab here, and you'll see right here there is metal and uranium mine. Now keep in mind these are huge, and you won't even be able to see where you're placing it, so you're going to need a map with a lot of room. Yep, lots of room. And then also I added in a metals production. This will change in the future. This is just how I'm making the barrels and how I'm making the uranium rods. For the time being, that's what I'm doing. I did not get a reactor done yet. I've put way too much time into the mines. Let's go through and start with the iron mine first and show you how this works. Hop in this bad boy here and we'll just head into the mine. I already got a truck set up over here so we can easily load into it. I'm not very good first person. But each chamber has a pile of iron ore that spawns in here. And this pack installs all those fill types. I need to play the game more, I'm not very good at this. Obviously very heavy. Alright, we'll cruise up here. And we're just going to put one load in for right now. Pull her on out of here. This is kind of a pain in the butt, but I backed this thing in here. It is possible. It's just a pain in the butt. And over here, there's a big, huge grate. If I can learn how to drive. I can make mods, but I can't drive worth crap. And we're going to start unloading our iron ore here. Alright, now that that's loaded up, I'm going to pull this truck off over here and get back in our front loader and come scoop up some coal and lime, which also spawn, my bad, with the placeable. So these will just naturally start dropping coal here every hour on the hour. First we'll grab our coal. Alright, next we get our lime. Now that is good enough to check out our production and start the production up. So go to manage. And this does use the production revamp, so I can have some digital signs and stuff like that you will see in the future here. So we're going to go to metal drum. And we're going to actually we're going to activate it. And, oop, not that button. And then speed up the time a little bit so we can get some pallets made. Alright, let's head on over to the uranium mine and go check that out. Okie dokie. So, we only got...
Nighttime mining operation procedures are now in effect.
Well, hello. Now we got 6 drums in there. We need to get some water. Oh, we never turned the time down, and it's going to get really dark now, so let's just change the time real quick. Got our water. Let's go over and fill up our water. That'll be enough water. And while we're at it, we need to go fill up our fabrication area with water as well. So might as well do that while we can. That's plenty of water as well. Alright, now we have the canyon mine here. let's explain a little bit. As you put water in, it'll show up here. As you put barrels in, it'll show up here. As you mine the ore, it'll show up right here how much you have. This is your dumping spot for all 3 fill types, and then there is a dumping spot inside for just the ore. Now, after you have created X amount, there's a production line inside of here. Once it fills up the spawn area, there's a second spawn area right here that will just dump it directly into this storage. This storage does not feed into productions, so you'll have to manually take it out of here and load it up into wherever it needs to go next. So let's open up the gate here. Oh, we're in the bucket. And explain a little bit. So when you're mining for uranium, there is tailings, and these are radioactive, quote-unquote, roleplay, right? And yeah, this is where it's going to just spawn rocks. And so there's a huge conveyor belt that comes from inside. Let's go ahead and take the bad boy in. So, transport trucks, whenever you're loading up, you make a left right here, and your pallets will spawn right here. And as soon as this pallet area is full, it'll spawn outside into the storage. And that's basically what this sign says right here. Let's explain a little bit with the productions really fast. So it takes 3,200 uranium ore, 1 barrel, and 300 water to get 1,000 yellow cake. It's expensive to run this place, and it'll only get more expensive as the update progresses in the future, because it's very expensive to operate one of these mines. When you come in, there is a scale that covers this pad right here, and it'll tell you how much your stuff weighs. There is also a sprayer, so you can decon your vehicles when you're coming in and out of the mine. So let's grab some ore. We're just going to take a big scoop right here. Alright, there we go. Let's take a big hunky dory of it. Man, that thing holds a lot. Alright, so we got some uranium ore. And we'll angle this way, that way you can see the weight. Alright, and then right here where you dump, this only accepts uranium ore. It does not accept the barrels, it does not accept the water, just the uranium. Alright, we're just gonna lift up and dump in. See our production numbers going up. And these has little piles all over the place in here, and these slowly drop every hour. There's a ton of animations, if I can get up here. You got your tumbler, your pressure vessel, your agitator, and then it pours into these barrels, and this barrel press puts the lid on, and then eventually we're just going to speed things up. So we're going to do a little code here. Set all these fill levels to high, and we need to set this so it's spawning them. We want to change output mode to spawning, and it'll start spawning us some pallets right here. Our yellow cake, and then these you would pick up, and you need to take it to the facility that is the steel factory over here. US Metals to be exact. So let's grab our auto load truck. We're just going to grab some of these and run these over. Make sure our auto load is on. Enable auto load. Okay, auto load is on. Auto load is off now. On our way out, swing by the old wash pit here. Give her a good old bath. Make sure we don't take any of that radiation outside. Alright, enter our vehicle and we'll get out of here. Alright, Now those are loaded up in the US Metals factory. We will take a look at that production menu really fast. And we will look at uranium fuel rods right here. So it takes 400 water, 3,000, so it takes 3 pallets of yellow cake to make 1,000 uranium rods. Oh, also, when you make this, you get back your metal drum. So you don't actually lose your metal drum. Your metal drum will spawn in here. That way you can just reuse it continuously. So let's activate uranium rods, and now it's going to start cooking on that. It's only going to make us 2 pallets, but that's good enough. We're going to fast forward time just a hair. All right, we got our first pallet of uranium rods. Did the best I could. Uranium. All right, so let's load this up and go talk about the final process for right now, and that is just to sell them, because I don't have a reactor made yet. Once I get the reactor made in the future update, you'll be able to use these and make even more money off of them, and potentially make some nuclear weapons with some further enrichment. We'll take that here, and these pay good. Okay, these pay really good. I paid 16,000 for that one. Not too bad of a deal. Prices for these will probably increase. I didn't want to make the rods too crazy in price due to the fact that when they get taken to the reactor, they're going to create electricity, which you can choose to sell, which will make ridiculous amounts of money. We're going to go over on how this pallet storage works so I can show you now that we're looking at it. And you're going to see these pallets start to spawn right here, and they drop instantly into this storage unit. These are the brand new storage units that just came out. So after it gets done dropping everything in there, man, it takes a little bit. I spawned a lot. And it updates it. And unlike, so these don't actually have any collisions on them. That's why Giants put a big collision thing right here, so you couldn't walk back here, but I want to be able to walk around and check out my stock. Now, say you want those out of there, this does not feed into the production over there. That's the only downside and bummer part of it. What we would have to do is spawn them, and these ones have collisions on them and all that fun stuff. You could spawn as many as you want. Start. Boom. And there is all our yellow cake pallets. Now let's go through and talk about some of the other functions of this. Obviously you already saw the big gate first. Now at exactly 17, we're going to change the time now so I can show you at exactly, I think it's 18. We are going to have a nighttime shift. You can hear the guy and all the lights will turn on. To fast forward time a little bit just so we can hear them. Dun, 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 dun. Right about now. Right now, sometime here.
Attention, nighttime mining operation procedures are now in effect.
And boom. All the lights turn on in here, gives it a little bit more announcement, I guess you could say. And yeah, that is for the most part my update for this month. A ton of, see now the pressure wants work. But these are all built into one mod. It's pretty interesting taking a whole bunch of other mods and combining them into one. That's what I got for you guys. If you enjoy it, hit like on the video. And unfortunately, this is for Patreons only right now, just because of the fact that they support me. This is the type of work that I do for them. I just put it on YouTube because it's easier to upload the video. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.